Dear Lord, just want to thank you for this time, Lord. We just want to thank you, Lord, that we're able to come together and to worship you, Lord, with the creative talents that you have given us. And Lord, we just want to pray right now, Lord, and thank you, Lord, that we want to praise you and worship you, Lord, out of that deepness, Lord, that depth that you have created in us, Lord. And Lord, we just want to bring that up, Lord, to the surface, Lord, and just thank you for it, Lord. Thank you for making us, Lord. Lord, that we are able to also speak and share with each other, Lord, out of that, Lord, that you can just tell us, share with us, Lord, those parts of you, Lord, that you have made us, that we may inspire, Lord, each other, Lord, and encourage each other, Lord. Thank you, Lord, in Son's precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. For the sharing, we are looking at Psalms 119, verse number 2. Okay. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with their whole heart. With the whole heart. Okay, I chose this verse. I think this this past week, I think there has been quite a lot of upheavals and you know things happening on both sides of the pond. And I think all around the world, though, there's quite a lot of things happening right now. And I choose this verse because partially for myself, I think when I see some of these acts of injustice, it makes me really angry. It makes me very irrationally angry. I think it more angry than I think I have a right to be. And partially, so and one I guess there are some issues I have to deal with or everything. But when I look at but I chose this verse because it reminds me of something. You see, it reminds me that whatever is happening, whether or not injustice or whatsoever that I think we are called to represent Christ, isn't it? So the word here, that reminds me, blessed are they that keep his testimonies. What are his testimonies? His testimonies of love, his testimonies, of caring for us and all that, irregardless what, and seeking him with our whole heart. So we're not called to pursue actions out of ourselves, but we're called to actually to follow him. And if we, this very familiar song also reminds me, the song Emmanuel, you know, uh, and sorry, yes. So I was going to play it, but it might be a bit long. But the first few verses are, his name is called Emmanuel, God with us, revealed in us. So that means, irregardless of whatever is happening or that, no, we are called to reveal Christ in us. We are called to show and represent Christ in us. We are all his ambassadors. So whatever actions or reactions, that comes out of us, from whatever is happening or that, we are actually called to actually show Christ and not to show our personal biases or our personal reactions or whatsoever. So yes, that's my sharing for today. So it's Psalms 119, verse number 2. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with their whole heart. Anybody? Any thoughts?
Um, one thing that comes straight to mind, in the NIV, it says, "Blessed are those who keep his statutes," which has, for me, speaks more of a law as well. Because testimonies, yes, testimonies is again from the world of law. To be a witness, to be a testimony in a court of law, but statutes, I get the kind of the law thing coming quite strongly from the verse.
Yes.
And what that means.
Yes.
What
The
that
word
means.
blessed can also be translated happy, and I think that's another aspect of it. Happy are those contented.
Any other thoughts, anyone?
Yes, I like the Passion Bible that says, "What joy overwhelms everyone who keeps the ways of God, those who seek him as their heart's passion."
Yes.
Nice.
Psalms.
There's quite a lot to unpack in Psalms 119 because it talks a lot about the law, it talks about all that, and it's very OT. But it also shows that out of that, it doesn't just talk about the law, but it actually talks about the person, isn't it? It talks about the person of Christ, that's going to be revealed by the law. You see, so there's a lot to unpack in Psalm 119, but we may be beyond the scope of our session today. So I just wanted to pick and focus and yes, currently right now there is a lot of dispute in the world about why are you imposing law on us? Why have we been kept locked down and this and that and everything like that, But I suppose and there's also some argument is that, well, if you keep to these so-called lockdown requirements and laws, everything, partially it's out of love for your neighbor as well, isn't it? Because if you are not affected by the virus, you could actually infect somebody else. So it's actually part of love for the law. If you were to keep to the law, or if you keep to whatever impositions or rights or freedoms or that's been put on you at the moment. So I thought it was a good reminder for us.
The verse suggests that there are those who do not keep his statutes of his laws or whatever, but then it also suggests that there are those who do not seek him with all their hearts, and maybe a challenge to us to seek them with all our hearts. In other words, that the challenge is that there are people whose hearts are divided, or they are maybe hedging their bets with God and thinking, well, yeah, that's great, but I'm going to maybe look at a plan B as well, just in case things don't work out. So that's something else that comes to mind.
Yeah. And David spoke about delighting to do God's law, didn't he? He said delight.
Yes.
And that was before they had the freedom of knowing Jesus, who came to fulfill the law. But he delighted to do the law. It's a lovely word, that.
That's right. Okay.
Before we go, I've got to do some preparation for something we're doing this afternoon, so I can't stay with the group.
Okay.
But I did a painting. I don't know if you can see it.
Right.
Wow.
We live in very sad times, and clowns are meant to be sad people. That they're basically sad people who try and make people laugh. But like a lot of comedians, they're also very sad deep down. But I thought that in the sad times that we live, that there is hope and there is joy and there is laughter, and we need to focus on that to encourage us. So it's not very good, but it's just a clown, really.
Very good. That's brilliant.
So I'll
good.
But I'll try and do something from today's verse for next week. I promise. I'm hopeless really at that, but so I'm going to have to go later on. But I hope. It's lovely seeing new people in this group. Fantastic. Yeah, it's becoming really cosmopolitan, and we're very grateful for that. It's lovely.
Thanks for coming, to this video call today, and we hope that the sharing inspires you to create some artwork. And if you do put it up on our Facebook page to inspire others. Thank you.